at Prince William, now the Prince of Wales, and Kate's wedding reception, and even a one-on-one for the Queen. That's extraordinary.
And on Friday, Claire added to that list of accomplishments, performing at the King's service at the Southern in Wales as he rounded off his tour of Britain's 4 nations. And Claire and her husband, Chris Marshall, who wrote the piece especially for the King's service, join us now. My goodness, lovely to have both of you here. Gosh, getting that commission to write that piece, was that something you had notice for? Is that something you had planned?
I hadn't planned it at all, and actually, of course, it was a great honour, but I actually only got the call on Tuesday afternoon.
God.
And luckily, we set to work straight away, and pretty much by early on hours in the morning on Tuesday night, I'd written the first draft of the piece, and I managed to get it to Claire on Wednesday so she could have a practice, and then we were in this whirlwind, and the performance on Friday was wonderful, and it was so great to hear the piece doing its job that it was meant to do at the Senedd.
Gosh, an important piece to have late notice for, isn't it? My goodness. And Claire, you, of course, have performed many times for the royal family and Charles. And to do it on Friday must have had an extra element to it.
Absolutely. So I've been very fortunate to have been the former harpist for His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, a position which led to so many wonderful experiences. I played one-to-one for Her Majesty the Queen, where she entered the room and it was just her and I performed just for her. She came forward afterwards and had a chat with me about how important the harp was to our culture and heritage in Wales. And she asked me, she knew I'd been playing at Windsor Castle the night before as well. And of course, the royal wedding was another huge highlight in terms of my role as the royal harpist, because of course all over the world people got to know about this position. It's such a great springboard for a young Welsh person, and of course it helped my classical career, and we've worked together as a husband and wife team for a long time, producing different sort of music and albums as a composer and artist. But I'm sure Chris will agree, this commission, he's done many commissions for orchestras all over the world, but you know, this had a big difference and such an importance. And when the King came in and came through the hall at the Senedd, our hearts were sort of in our throats, really, in that sense, because the piece had only just been written. We were still tweaking it beforehand, and it really did that wonderful job of really making it such a special occasion.
Wow, well, we need to hear a little something from you, don't we? So Claire is going to go and give us a very special performance. Thank you to both of you in just a moment. But first, a reminder that tomorrow we'll have an extended Good